should a guy take you for a first date?
In Dallas?
Anywhere.
I think fly me on a private jet.
Damn.
Take me to like Bora Bora or
Damn.
out of the country.
Okay.
And yeah, like plan a whole itinerary, have a whole trip for me.
He said first date. We didn't say honeymoon. Damn, dude. See, like, it was only maybe like 10, 20 years ago. It was normal. The first date was just like a slice of pizza, walking in the park, hanging out somewhere, shooting some pool, something like that. That was the first date. Flying somewhere was considered honeymoon. That's what you had to get married to fly somewhere. Now it's like they want to get flown out, go on an exotic trip on the first date. And then they still, oh, I don't know, I might give you some, I don't know. Like,
how much money does a guy need to make to date you? Think about it, be honest.
Okay, so maybe that makes more money than me.
As long as he makes more money than you, that's all that matters.
But I don't actually base dating through, like money and such, since I'm actually a very low maintenance girl.
Really?
You can take me on dates on just the beach.
You look high maintenance to me.
Thank you, that's actually a
Of course, it's a compliment. You look well put together, well dressed. I guess you're going for job interviews, right?
I'm actually a bare minimum enjoyer. I enjoy bare minimum shits. Like,
that's all that matters.
Yeah, I like gifts, but it's not actually like necessary, but it makes me happy.
she sounds Filipino, but this guy said, she looks high maintenance. No, that's not high maintenance. This is perfection. No tattoos, no makeup, no fake lashes. Well, maybe she might have some makeup. But if that's makeup, then it's just so minimal.
The women at this table, or I know like at least 99% of the women I know in my life have been a victim to a man in some form, whether it was sexually or physically.
But I don't believe it. So here's the thing, right? Like, I don't actually believe
100%
that this
of
is
women
so.
have been-
What I think happens instead, and the stats bear this out as well, is that things which women would consider to be SA, men just simply do not. So for instance, unwarranted touching by women towards men just disregard it, whereas women will often freak out about it. And by the way, I also have the Cardinal Wilson rule. If there was no police report, I don't believe you. That's my actual rule. If there was no police report, the chances that it actually happened in a significant way are not true.
Unless, the only caveat I would say is if it happened when you were a child and you were too young to tell somebody.
Rather a guy last 30 seconds or 1 hour. I actually rather a guy last 30 seconds because I think it's like the biggest compliment ever.
Hey man, I'm not ashamed. There's nothing to prove. The goal is to finish. Women, you're not supposed to make sure the women, if she likes you like that, she's happy that you got you, that you did you. Okay? She's happy.
That's what I'll say. I think probably the most valuable virtue that a man can have is discipline. If we had men in this society disciplined, there would be no more porn. There would be no more OnlyFans. Who would be jerking off to it? No one would.
Is porn a bad thing?
Very bad. Absolutely bad. Terrible.
Shots fired.
Super bad.
They've done studies on the effect that porn has on both men and women, and if we're just talking about men, the studies have shown that it has all-around negative effects on men, not only in their relationships, but also in their productivity and their energy levels and desire to achieve more for their lives. There's a direct correlation for how much men are consuming porn and how stagnant their life is. And because of the dopamine increase that they get when they watch porn, it makes it harder to get that dopamine in other places. So they'll feel less satisfied in their work, they'll feel less satisfied in their partner, less attracted to their partner in real life.
What's the difference between playing 2K and winning a game? You may be hyped, right? But is that better than actually winning a game in real life? It's not. Even if you just like at the YMCA or something like that, hooping at the park on a pickup game, to win is still a million times better. The feeling, I mean, I can speak for myself. If I'm playing a game, it feels great to win, and it sucks to lose. But when you're actually working to do it in real life, that's a whole nother level of dopamine. So I kind of, you can kind of think of adult videos as the same thing.
Jerked off everywhere. I have found a way. Like, there's times you're sitting there, you're like, you know what? I got 10 minutes. Right? You never whacked off when you're in the trailer for your factor.
Oh, I whacked off.
Fuck yeah.
You ever whack off driving?
Fuck yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You look for an old McDonald's bag, you wipe that fucking sperm in 3 fucking days.
I only whacked off once while driving. After I jerked off while I was driving, I was like, great. Now I jerk off in the car too. I was thinking I was going to do this all the time. And for whatever reason, I only did it once when I was driving limos. I just lifted up my shirt, shot one all over my...
This dude is sick, man. That's the problem. I guarantee you, it's because of these phones. You can just pull out a phone, type in something. I'm just saying, it can go down anywhere. But back in the day, when it was first introduced, you had to have this big ass VHS tape. And it was loud, it was big. You couldn't even listen, you couldn't even watch while anybody was in the house. You had to wait till the house was empty. If you was a teenager or something like that back in the day with a big ass VH, and you had to hide it. That was the hardest thing, because the tape's is big as hell. But I'm just saying now, now things are worse. We're living in a worse society now because we have too much easy access to everything. Even talking to people on the phone. You had to wait till you got home to call somebody. You went all day, you had to miss somebody. If you wanted to talk to your girlfriend or something like that at school, you had to write a love letter. We don't do that no more. We used to write love letters.
You know how a typical day unfolds for a stay-at-home husband in Japan with 4 wives and 2 girlfriends? He doesn't work and relies on his women to support him. At 35 years old, Watanabe has 4 wives. Stepping into his home, you'll see each woman holding a child. They're all Watanabe's wives, with one yet to make an appearance. With Watanabe at the center, they form a household of 8, including 4 wives and 3 children. At 9 in the morning, Watanabe wakes up next to his 3rd wife in their 4-bedroom house. Each wife has her own bedroom. While wives can't intrude into each other's rooms, Watanabe doesn't favor any particular wife and rotates spending nights with each in order.
This is peak manhood.
Would you guys cheat for $100?
Would I cheat for? All right, probably. Yeah. You're for real? I'm being for real. Why? I mean, it's $100. Is $100. You know. To cheat? To cheat. Dude, you're not marrying the guy. How do you know? You're not marrying him. Obviously, if you want to cheat, that means you're not marrying him. No. I think loyalty so. Over everything.
Oh.
Okay. Thanks.
You want to cheat then?
Should I? Right now?
Yeah.
First guy, pick him out. Oh, you can't do that. Do you want to? I'm being for real.
Would you guys cheat for $1,000?
Okay, but how far are we taking it? If I don't like the kid, and I'm just like, why would you date him in the first place? Why would you be dating? Like, it depends. Like, if I really, really liked him and I knew he'd be heartbroken over me, then I wouldn't.
Then why are you dating someone if you don't really, really like them?
No. Maybe. Yeah.
Let's go.
Why not? Anyone would. I know anyone in that comment section.
Who's raising these girls? Guys, be a father to your daughters, please. Goodness gracious.
How much does a guy have to make?
How much does a guy have to make to what?
To date you.
To date me? There's not a price limit to date me. As long as you're treating me right, you're fucking acting right, you're chilling.
What if he's living with his mom?
That doesn't matter. Wait, if he's living with, no, that doesn't matter.
Really?
Because the situation that they're in does not have anything to do with me. Why am I gonna judge because you live with your mom? Like, that's a situation that you're in with yourself. Like,
what's your situation? Are you living with your...
I have an apartment.
Okay, and let's say he's like, hey, can I move in with you? Are you gonna let him? If he's living with his parents?
If he's paying rent.
How much? 50-50?
50-50.
Really?
It's even. It's a relationship. It's 50-50 the whole way.
Oh my goodness. That's all we need. And she's a dime piece too. Goodness gracious.
So let's watch this trad wife video that has people going insane on the internet with over 11 million views while the world continues to condemn traditional wives. She's cleaning, she's cooking, making muffins, lots of food, perfume, makeup, cooking some more. She's saying, I'll continue to live my truth. That is the video that has people going crazy. A lot of the hate that she's getting on this video is women saying, oh, this is such a horrible lifestyle. I would never want this for myself. I think it's disgusting that you take on this submissive role for your husband. All these different complaints toward this woman. And it's okay that women feel that way. If it's not the role that you want in your life, then don't do it. We as women have an abundance of choices all laid out in front of us. And some of us choose to go down the career path and higher education and all these different things. Others go and choose to be trad wife.
Here's what women don't understand. You're still going to be cooking and cleaning anyway. It doesn't matter if you're single or in a relationship. You're still gonna cook and clean. There's nothing wrong with being a trad wife. You're still gonna be at home. You're still gonna cook and you're still gonna clean. Most of y'all are single. Y'all single as hell. You're gonna cook and clean anyway. So what are you talking about? You're paying 100% of the bills. You're cooking 100%. You're cleaning 100%. But for some reason, when you do it for a man, it's slavery.
Let's check in on Gen Z, young adults like these two young ladies who have clearly been failed by the American education system. They've also been failed by their parents and society.
Society need men.
Yes and no.
No.
So why yes and why no for you? And then I'll ask you why you said no.
Well, because in today's society, sometimes like you don't need the male to have a baby anymore. Yeah. That's why I would say yes and no.
It's not like a moral thing for me. Yeah. I'm like we can exist without men only because new research has been discovered of making egg into sperm, so we can reproduce without men. So it's not like a moral thing. It's more of like a like if men just died right now, could we survive? Yes, because of the new research that they're doing.
Jesus Christ.